Hello, hello. Let's start our Monday intention activation session. Let's jump right in and start by a little stretch. And if you've been sitting for a while already and you want to stand up and shake your legs, feel free to do that. You might need it. So make sure you're treating your body as best you can before this session. And then once you feel good, like with your body more loose and relaxed, just make sure you're sitting down comfortably, preferably with your feet flat on the floor. And then take a deep breath. And first, let's bring our attention, our focus into our feet and noticing the weight of our feet on the floor, pressing them into the floor as a way to ground ourselves, anchoring ourselves into the earth. And then let's bring our attention, our focus all the way up into our chest and in the middle of the chest into our hearts. And to connect with our hearts, either put one of your hands over your heart, trying to feel your heart beating underneath your hand. Or else just tune in a little bit more to hearing or sensing the sounds or sensations of your heart beating in your chest. And once you're sensing your heart, you can then imagine or visualize as if your breath is flowing in and out directly through your heart. And just breathe a little slower and deeper than you usually do. It's the combination of slower, deeper breath with having the awareness or the focus into our hearts that will bring some calm and balance to our body. So let's do that for a few minutes together. Just staying connected with the heart, breathing a little slower and deeper in a steady rhythm, steady and comfortable rhythm. And I'll let you know when we're ready for the next step. Okay. So now our first contemplation step is to first remind ourselves of the direction that we are aiming towards in the future. So just now, just remind yourself of either the vision that you have for your life, if you're clear with that, or maybe some goals, projects that you're working towards that are in the future. So first, reminding ourselves of the future direction that we are aiming towards, what we intend to accomplish or to live by. And once you've reminded yourself of that, of the general direction that you want to have, now we are going to spend a moment to reflect and contemplate the content of the week that is just finished yesterday. So last week, we're just going to have a honest, non-judgmental, blameless review of everything that worked well according to our standard and everything that also didn't work as well as we wanted. So thinking of what works well as everything you want to maintain in your experience, that you want to nurture, that you want to expand on maybe, or that you want more of, obviously. And on the other side, the things that don't work as well, everything that you would rather change or let go of, and the things you would want less of. So have a review in all the areas of your life that are important to you. Have a review of what's working, what's not working to your standard, of course. And that was all from last week, the week that is just finished yesterday. We'll do this for a few minutes together in silence. And I'll let you know when we are ready for the next part. Remember what worked well, what didn't work as well as you wanted just last week. Remember what worked well, what didn't work as well as you wanted. Also, maybe pay attention to distinguishing results from process and journeys to the results. Sometimes we obtain what we want in the end, but the journey to get there was painful, wasn't pleasant at all. And sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes the result doesn't manifest itself, but the journey was empowering, interesting, uplifting. So make sure you notice that as well. And let's do a short minute more of contemplation before the next step. Okay, so now let's answer that one question to wrap up this contemplation. If last week, our version of last week, was to repeat itself endlessly into the future, would it bring you closer to your goals for your future, or is it off track? So here we're just getting a sense of whether the trajectory you're already on is indeed pointing in the right direction or not. So get a sense, if nothing changes, is last week keep repeating itself? Does it look like it's moving you closer to your vision for your future or not? And here, just get a sense of whether you're pointing in the right direction already, but also if there is movement. You might be pointing the right way, but maybe there is nothing happening or not fast enough to your liking. So just notice that too. And once you've done that, now we're going to get a little bit more creative in our contemplation. So let's invite our imagination to play. And now we're going to visualize, we're going to imagine the best possible version that we can think of for the week that is starting today. So starting today for the whole week, what might it sound like, look like, or feel like if you got all the best possible scenarios and outcomes? And here again, I suggest we always start by imagining, picturing ourselves first. And if you imagine yourself at your absolute best of attitudes, best of mental and emotional state, best of behavior, best of ideas. So basically, imagine yourself, your own best self, the way you would want to be at your best. And from there, just notice everything that you're creating when you're in that state. Everything that you're generating from ideas, decisions, actions, results, connections with people, connection with yourself. So start by imagining where it all starts, which is with yourself. When you're at your best, what happens? What are you making happen? And have fun contemplating, imagining, visualizing. And that's everything that's in your direct control. When you're at your best, when you're operating at your best, centered, anchored, grounded, yet with a radiant, positive, extended energy. What happens? What are you creating? What ideas do you have? What actions do you take? What decisions are you making? What flow? What impulsion? What initiatives are you the originator of? Again, imagine, have fun imagining. And as you imagine yourself at your best and everything that you're able to create, you notice that you're, of course, not on your own on this planet. So now I'm going to invite you to imagine, visualize how your beautiful creative flow is impacting other people around you. So it might be starting with the people you know and love, your friends, your family. It could also be your colleagues, your co-workers, your clients, maybe. Keep imagining. What best possible scenarios can you think of? Can you imagine when you're at your best? And how does this flow impact the people around you? And in turns, the people around you have an impact on the people around them. Etc., etc. And you might want to follow that thread, that ripple effect of positive flow that you're at the origin, just noticing how it expands beyond you without you even needing or wanting to send any sort of intention. Just be present to the amazing flow that you've created originally for yourself. and how it is spreading out into the world, one person at a time. Okay. So as you keep visualizing this wave of flow moving from you to others, and from others to even larger circles of people, from people you know to people you know less, to people you've never met. Once you've noticed, visualized, imagined this ripple effect of your flow throughout a multitude of people, now let's visualize how this energy, as it has opened possibilities and opportunities for so many people, how in turn it comes back, opening doors in your experience, in your reality. So now I'm going to invite you to imagine all the opportunities that might be coming your way in your experience that you wouldn't have expected otherwise. It's just as a delayed response to the flow that you created and shared into the world. You had an opportunity to ripple effect through many, many, many layers of people. And now it's making its way to your experience back again, with some opportunities to seize. So just imagine what they could be. Having fun, shoot for the stars, doesn't matter. Okay, keep imagining, keep visualizing. Everything that comes back your way. It might look random, but it's not. It's also a result of a positive energy that you have put into the world. So just imagine with your heart energy, what opportunities or possibilities might open up for you. Okay, and now we are just going to set an intention, knowing that we are only able to imagine what we are able to imagine right now. Let's set an intention that we know there are many, many more possibilities out there that we can't yet imagine, and that whenever we will encounter some of them, we will recognize them for what they are, and we will accept them, receive them into our experience. So anything that doesn't look familiar, we will recognize those for the opportunities that they might be, and we will welcome them into our lives. Okay, so once we've done that, setting that intention, now let's bring our awareness back onto how we're feeling. How do we feel after imagining all of these best scenarios? Just noticing these feelings, sensations within yourself, whether you can name them or not. As now we're going to make them more and more powerful. So using your breath, on your in-breath, just breathing more, bring in more of these feelings and sensations into yourself through your heart. Imagining those sensations are flowing in and out through your heart as well. And every time you breathe out, imagine as if these sensations are radiating out of yourself into the world. Breathe in. Bring those sensations into yourself with more strength, more power, more intensity. And every time you breathe out, just imagine these sensations radiating out of yourself. Okay. Keep imagining, keep visualizing. You breathe in, you feel those sensations inside yourself. You breathe out, you radiate them out into the space in front of you. And after a few more breaths, those sensations have become so intense, so powerful, that it's like witnessing a laser beam of light shooting out from your heart and literally opening up a portal right in front of you. A portal that you know on the other side is a path for this week that has all of these connections to new opportunities. All of these possibilities are available to you. So now let's make our way into the portal. In your mind's eye, imagining you're standing up and walking towards the portal and taking one foot in and the other foot in. And this is it, you're in. You're in this new version of reality that is perfectly aligned with everything you've imagined. So now let's create an anchor that will allow us to remember that we are on a new trajectory, we are on a new timeline, we are on a new reality. And to do that is very simple. Just bring your thumb and index finger together on the right hand, pressing your fingers together and noticing all the sensations of touch and pressure between your fingers. And now do the same things with your left hand. Thumb and index finger together, joining your fingers and noticing all the sensations of touch and pressure between your fingers as your pressing them against each other. And now, let's do this on both sides at the same time, right and left. And now you're looking for the point that is exact same pressure between your fingers on the right and your fingers on the left. Finding that point of homeostasis, that point of balance. And as you do this, your mind is 100% present. Your mind has its attention split between your right and left hand. So your mind has no choice but to be fully present to this new reality that you're in. Your mind has no choice but to release any grip from the past and to now focus plainly on the present. Your mind has no choice but to accept existing on this new timeline, on this new path that is fully connected with your goals for your life. Okay. Okay, so now if you want to release your anchor and use it one more time, playing with it, releasing it, joining your fingers again, finding the point of equilibrium between your two hands, just as a way to practice. And as you're yet again connecting with this particular timeline, this version of reality, just make sure you're breathing out gratitude, breathing in and out, slowly and deeply, bathing yourself and the space in front of you, the space around you with this warm, loving heart energy of care, appreciation, gratitude. And once you've done that again, you can release your anchor, and we'll bring ourselves back now. We're going to do that by rubbing our hands together until they're warm. Bring them at the top of our head, and from there, touching every part of our body, as if we want to remind ourselves of the boundaries of our own physical body. Starting with your head, going down, your neck and shoulders, your arms, and then back from the top on the shoulders, this time the front of the body with your abdomen, your torso, and then back on the side this time underneath your armpits, then rib cage, waistline, up all the way down to your hips. And then as much as you can reach in your back, touching your spine from top to bottom, and then from your hips down your thighs and your knees and your ankle, and if you can, your feet. But if you cannot, it's okay, just press your feet into the ground again. Connecting with the earth one more time, and this time sending her a message of gratitude for allowing our existence on this plane. And once you've done all of that, you're ready There was one more intention activation session for the week. And I shall see you next Monday to set yourself up for the following week. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely week, everyone. See you next time.